Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just want to say a quick thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all good. If you like the content, like and subscribe or leave a comment down below. And let's get back to Killer Frequency. If I had to guess, I would say we're about halfway through,
I better put a record on.
maybe. No, drop this. Jesus, okay. Okay, record, let's do it. We're definitely running out of tracks. We're recycling them at the minute.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, let's see who's on the line.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Forrest Nash here. Listeners, we've got another caller live on 189.16, The Scream. What's on your mind, caller?
Hey, Forrest. I just wanted to phone in and say that I think I speak for everyone when I say that you're providing a real service for Gallows Creek tonight. It's cool what you're doing, man.
Well, I'm just doing my job, friend. Anyway, tell me about yourself. What's your name? Are you keeping safe tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm good, thanks. I'm at my roller rink, trying to get everything ready for the Harvest Festival tomorrow. I had a guy from Starling Security here earlier installing the Starling 4000 system, so I'm a little behind. As for my name, my friends call me Roller Ricky, and I now consider you a friend, my man.
We're friends now, huh? Well, that's kind of you to say. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like roller skating is more than just a job to you. So is this vocational?
I wasn't always Roller Ricky. Once upon a time, believe it or not, I used to go by just Ricky. Yeah, back then, things were pretty rough. I used to roll with a bad crowd. Not all bad, but there was this one guy. Anyway, some bad stuff went down. I harbored a lot of guilt for a long time and turned to the bottle. I didn't really talk about it or even know how to talk. It's just how it was. That bottle took the best years of my life. Or so I thought.
It's never too late, Roller Ricky.
How did you turn things around?
I joined a support group. I opened up about my problems, and sharing that burden just took so much weight off. It's a long story from there, but I found roller disco. I learned how to have fun again, cutting loose and making shapes. Now whenever I get down, I get down. I'm finally free from it all, man. It's important just to talk to somebody. That's the first step. Ain't that right, Max?
Aw, hello, Max.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Max.
Max is my emotional support dog. He's a rescue dog, but I always say he's the one that rescued me. He's the best dog a guy could ask for. Of course, the first thing I did was teach him how to skate. He's better than me now, a real pro.
Max can skate.
Yeah, man. At first they said it couldn't be done, and then they said it shouldn't be done. But Maxie loves the rink, man. Is that another train, Maxie? Maxie loves trains, man. He's even got that special how to greet them.
It sounds like you two make a great pair.
Maxie appreciates all the positivity you're throwing out, my man. You know, I'm actually hosting free skating lessons tomorrow at the festival. I think it's a great opportunity to give back to the community. Man, all this talk of skating's got me itching for a boogie. Before I switch my radio off for the night, could I request a song for us? Something I can groove to, you know, something funky. It'll be me and Maxie's final boogie breakdown tonight. Then I think we'll take it down a level.
I can do that. Thanks again for calling. You and Max, be safe now, okay?
Bye, Maxie.
You got it, man. Peace.
Well, folks, this next one goes out to Roller Ricky and Max. Enjoy. You're gonna love this next track.
I really needed that call, you know, after everything.
Yeah, I get that. He talked a bit much for my taste, but it is inspiring to hear somebody come back from the brink like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You were thinking about Max on skates, weren't you?
Well, would you look at that? Another caller on the line. What are the odds? Better take it.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. This is Forrest Nash. How are you tonight, caller?
I'm doing okay. I made it home safe.
Gary!
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you could earlier. You know, even though not everybody made it, and, I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. You were so brave earlier. You're safe now.
I wanted to ask you why he didn't... Why am I...
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me? After what he did, why let me go?
That's a good question.
Maybe he only wanted to hurt the pranksters.
Maybe. Did he just think everyone was making fun of him? Did he always hate these hazing rituals? I mean, if he did, why wait all these years to... Why do this now?
These stupid hazing nights have to stop. Carrie, you did so well tonight. Stay safe and rest. Help is coming to Gallows Creek. We just need to hold on.
Thanks, Peggy. Hey, Forrest? Could I request a song?
Of course, Carrie. What song?
Any song by Blast Processor. And thank you.
This next one goes out to Carrie.
Okay, I think we've only got the one.
You know, what Carrie just said has really got me thinking.
About what?
The whistling man left her alone. Why? There must be a reason.
When it comes to masked whistling killers, I don't think a reason is a key part of their process.
Well, it's something to consider. I need to take a break. If you want to stretch your legs, now's the time. Just hit the Peggy button when you want to get back on air.
Okay. Bit of free time. Yes, it was strange that he didn't kill her when he had the chance. So I don't know if we can explore anywhere else.
That's not opening.
I've got a feeling though he's gonna end up showing up here at the radio station. Just got a feeling. Okay, let's press the Peggy button.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune,
I don't
Forrest.
have it.
Long Ride Home. You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
But we don't have that song. As you just said, Peggy threw it out the window.
But, Forrest, you do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the Whistling Man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
Don, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural about this freak. He's fast. I'm not risking it.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Well,
I don't
folks,
like this.
here's some music for you while I think things over.
Oh, wrong button.
I know him. You love him. This is Roddy Snatcher with his new single, Final Breath. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If she's telling the truth...
All right.
All right.
I'll do it.
You're a good man, Forrest. I'll slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Yeah, massive health and safety regulation break there. Supposed to lock the fire doors. Is that this one up here? Could she be involved with the listening man?
Locked tight.
It's got to be that one up at the top, right? Oh, it could be this one. So she threw it out the window. The hell was that? But which window?
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here. In the open. Alone.
Pretty sure that was him right there.
Here it is. Long ride home.
Yeah, I'm sure we just saw him. And that guy is quick. He can get around.
Of course. It locks behind me.
Oh,
and of course the key doesn't work on
shit.
this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, elevator, or something.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I think these are fuses.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Okay, so I saw one more. Oh, there's another one. Just as well they were lying around. Man, you can't even sprint in this game. Is that another one? A20. Not going to be too much there. thought I saw another green one. It could have been yellow. A15. See, I've got no idea which ones are going to work. If it's going to blow the fuse box. It's got the number 70 there.
Nah, that's not right. Do the fuses add up properly?
There we go. Okay, so that's what, 35, 45. So we need some bigger fuses. Okay, that's 60. That's not enough. What's this one? Okay, we've got a 30. So can we take the 15 out?
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Maybe it's got to add up to exactly 70 with 4 fuses. Ah, what's this? Another 30. So if we do a 30, a 20, take that out, we had the 5. It should be 70, right? Yeah, that should be right.
Bingo!
There we go. That made a lot of noise.
I could probably survive that fall.
Okay, we could do with closing it now, though.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Oh, shit. It's the janitor.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
The goddamn janitor.
There's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important.
I don't know who these people are. Okay, so he's got a hit list. Chuck. Ant Williams. So this guy's bound to have a key for this radio station. Yeah, that came out of the blue, that. Oh shit, that shit me up.
I wonder how the show's going.
But we've pretty much left the back door open. That can't be good. Watch Peggy be missing, she'll not be there. Maybe she's
Isn't that
involved.
such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive, the janitor, might be Clive, the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
I mean, it might not be him, but it doesn't
Why
look
did you
good.
heave that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement made by our creepy janitor who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Ant Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Okay, we've got the board here, cool. Okay, so Kim Walker looks like she could be at the hospital. She's either a doctor or a nurse giving out shots.
How's it going?
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people.
Yep.
We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to go with. We've got Chuck Brody at the gas station because he won the lottery, I believe, and then he bought the gas station. Kim Walker, she's the doctor, so she should be at the hospital. Rebecca Allen, I believe she was the car thief. So she should be at the trailer, which she's trying to sell, so that should leave Aunt Williams at the power station. And I think he's going to target... I'm going to go with, I think, Chuck Brody. And he was the high school football captain, so maybe they didn't get on in high school. Also, he won the lottery as well. So maybe he was sort of jealous of the guy, I don't know. But yeah, that's my hunch, that's what I'm going with. Let's see if we're right.
How's it going?
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
I'm
do
sure.
it.
Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
Should be at the gas station.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's pack. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Forget what?
forget what?
Forget. No, man. I gotta get out of here.
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck...
Jeez! It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I
Might be
don't
the
know.
gas station.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest. The whole goddamn gas station's gone
Oh
up.
shit, there you go.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though. Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but... Damn. I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Scream.
Man, this town is going through it tonight.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep, like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Probably practice dummies. Okay, so we're going back in the basement. So we were alright then. We kind of fluked it a little bit, but we'll take it. Okay, so now we've got to go back
I'm not getting in there tonight.
back down to the basement. Watch it all be gone. It's all been cleaned up.
The key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Which key? Where's the key? I did pick up a key. Oh shit, no. This was not like this. Basement storage. Yeah, I'm sure this was different. That's going to be this one, right?
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Okay.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait. George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Okay, so... Was that pointing... Is that that? That's got to be that, right? I feel like it is. Here we go.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
Okay, so that's another picture. Hell is this? Let's speak to Peggy first. Tell her what I found.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
Is it the
I
caller?
don't know. I mean,
The one to
I
listen to
just
the
got here
record?
recently. I don't know.
Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
I think there's got to be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death. Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
I mean, being killed will do that to you. Oh shit, so this guy's been installing security. He was the supervisor, it seems. The hospital, the gas station, the roller rink. And then there's 2 yet to be installed. One at the apartments and one at this radio station. Another tape.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping. Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
And this place just goes on and on.
It is the coroner's doctor's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
Virginia.
This has to be important.
Man, there's loads of stuff down here. Okay. Okay, there we go.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this. Ooh, a new vinyl for my collection.
Okay, so it's not Clive, he's trying to help people. He did something bad all those years ago. This is starring Maisie Cartwright, George Barrow, and Marie Campbell. This gotta be something, right? Maybe not. That's everything down here. We've got a picture there.
What have you found, Forrest?
Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with a report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
Moved the body? How weird.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone.
That's true.
You know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident, and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Employee Jamie Marshall. It's like a I know what you did last summer situation.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.